The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Cedric Gray there to bring him down. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Throwing on second down is Milton. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And he'll be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. To return, it's Kyron Williams. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. His pass, caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. On 1st down, here's Milton. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's White. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. On 2nd down, here's Milton. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Milton going to look to throw it again.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
His kick is perfect. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Fields. Now a screen set up for Harris. Finding space at the 40. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. To throw is Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand and results in a completion.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He will have a Steelers first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. Play action now for Fields. He'll let one go down the middle. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, 7-3 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun is Milton. They drop this underneath to White. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up.
And he's going to be taken down. However, penalty marker on the field. Will it negate the sack? So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He's got it to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
It's kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure, and when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go. And he ends up just running right by you.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Harris. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milton. In trouble, and down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Milton to the air on 2nd down, going up top. And that is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. First down. Fields. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Fields. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick-6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick-6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick-6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They put Wilson in motion. Another run here with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He's up to the 45-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. On first down, right back to Harris. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Drive begins with a run by White. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Try and throw with Milton. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will take this one in. 83 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead. And we get you across the state to Orlando and check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. On the return, it's Williams. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Milton. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They run with White. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. He'll run over center with White. Rashad White still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A give, and here comes Harris. And And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. Third and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Harris. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here now, third and 5. Fields operating out of the pistol. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler first down. Handoff from the pistol to Harris. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Fields from the pistol. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now it's White. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. Looking to throw, it's Milton. That's taken in by Thomas.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's third down and a few inches. From the gun, here's Milton. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. A gain of 48.
you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with White. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal. Second and goal. One more time, it's White. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll try to run with White. Powering forward. He's in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The give to White. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Another run here with White. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's White.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field.
It's fourth down.
This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Fields. This one complete to Washington. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. A run with Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. A run. Here's Harris. And the Steelers are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be...
He slams it in there, and he is in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
2-point try coming up. Fields has the offense set. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So on first and 10, here's Milton. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Throwing on second down is Milton. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
They'll throw now, 3rd and forever. This one downfield for Okonkwo.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A first down throw for Fields. That's complete. Left side, Pickens. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's Milton.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. Fields now. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
2nd down. It's Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Get out of the gun is Milton. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throwing the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
So, a win here for the Buccaneers. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.